Hey guys, this weekend I saw Olympus Has Fallen with Dylan McDermott, Rick Yoon, and of course Morgan Freeman. And the only one who can save us is Leonidas Butler. But I really know one thing. There's only two people in this world that can save us from an invasion. I would follow them into hell. America. Roll the intro. America.
With a K review! It's VIC?
No, it's with a K.
Oh.
So Olympus Has Fallen is directed by Anton Farquhar, and he's actually directed a lot of movies that have come out over the years that I've enjoyed. He's directed Shooter, he's directed Tears of the Sun, he's also directed one of my favorite movies with Denzel Washington, Training Day. And in all senses, he's a great director, and this movie shouldn't suck. You even have Gerard Butler teaming with Morgan Freeman. You have Morgan Freeman, the only guy who could be playing God. And then you have Gerard Butler, Leonidas, two great actors, and a great director. It can't suck. It can't. This movie should melt your face off and then snuggle with you. Why would it melt your face off and then snuggle with you? You know what? I'm gonna keep that. Let's keep going. So the premise of this movie is actually pretty simple. Gerard Butler is a Secret Service agent and he's protecting the president. The president gets in a car accident, the First Lady ends up dying. Butler, who plays Banning, blames himself for not being able to save the First Lady, takes the desk job, and then the North Koreans invade. Which that actually happens all the time. Just watch Fox News. Now all this actually happens in the first half of the movie, and this is done well, but it does fall apart in some ways. Now the actual battle to take the White House was actually really cool in the movie, and if you were going to take down the White House, that is the way to do it. Crap. Roll a disclaimer. With a K review does not condone people or the Koreans to shoot or blow up the White House. Please do not send Victor to Guantanamo and make him eat those sandwiches they had to eat in the second Harold and Kumar movie. Victor likes meat, just not that kind of meat. He also likes pie. What kind of bothered me in this movie was actually Banning's character, because I didn't understand what Banning's character was supposed to be. His character kind of bounces between being sarcastic and sadistic, and what I mean by sadistic is because when there's one point in the movie when he's actually like tied up two guards and he does something really sadistic to one of the guards. After that scene I was like, oh. And I didn't really understand that particular scene because it really made his character look like he was crazy. The other character that I really didn't understand in this movie was Dylan McDermott. He plays Forbes, who's Banning's friend in the movie. Now I really don't want to give too much away about this movie, but Forbes eventually does betray Banning in the movie. And that's not really the important part. The important part is Forbes has to go and stop Banning. Now if you take the White House with a badass army, you would expect yourself to hire somebody who's also a badass. If you want to send somebody who's going to stop the badass America man Leonidas, you don't send Dylan McDermott from The Practice. You send somebody else. I don't know, you could pick anybody in the entire world. You send Gumby, you send Chuck Norris, you send Optimus Prime, you send Batman. You send anybody else but Dylan McDermott from The Practice. But however, there are saving graces in this movie, believe it or not. And one of these actually has to do with Rick Yoon, who recently played the X-Blade in The Man with the Iron Fist, and he was actually the only one, besides Russell Crowe, who made that movie a 50-cent rental. His character in this movie is like the perfect villain. He plays the nth factor of what a villain should be. He's sadistic, the way he talks, the way he looks. He makes you want to go inside the movie and kick his ass and stab him in the face. And by the way, there's a lot of face stabbing in this movie. There's like 4 or 5 scenes where people get stabbed in the face. I don't know why, but you know what, America. He's really the one character in this movie that actually holds it all together. He has good interactions with Banning, he has good interactions with the president, he has good interactions with everybody, and he makes you want to keep watching the movie. As for all the other characters in the movie, you have Aaron Eckhart, who does a really good job as the president. You also have Morgan Freeman, who's as the acting president, and Morgan Freeman kind of just like sits in a room and kind of stares at the camera, you know. But even though he's like stuck in a room throughout the entire movie, he does do a good job in keeping the movie going. In general, I like this movie, I like the action, I like the way some of the characters did their certain things, but there were a lot of stumbling points in the movie. So I think I'm going to give it a 3K review. I'm going to recommend that if you guys still have it in theaters around you, go see it as a matinee, rent it when it comes out on video, and then stream it when you can. And thanks always guys for watching my show. I really appreciate all the viewers and subscribers that I have. And remember, never forget, if you don't like what you're watching, you can always turn it off. America.